What if you could go from zero ideas to a fully researched, planned, scripted, filmed, edited, captioned, scheduled, and even posted reel, all without leaving Claude? Well, you can, and in today's episode, I'm going to blow your mind because this is something that I have been using recently, and it is a game changer. And that is not a term that I throw around lightly. This is truly something that will revolutionize the way that you create content on social media, all the way from the initial moment of getting an idea or getting inspired to the final end product of actually pressing post. And maybe best of all, everything that I'm going to show you in today's episode requires zero ability to code. Take it from me, whose worst grade in all of college was in Intro to Computers. And even though there are 3 tools outside of Claude that I'm going to recommend that you use in conjunction with Claude, you could very easily, theoretically, do everything that I'm going to teach you in today's episode without leaving Claude a single time. And before we hop into these 5 steps, if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button because I base what videos I make in the future based off what videos get the most subscribes, not what videos get the most views or engagement, but what videos get people to actually subscribe. So just double check to make sure that you are already subscribed, and we'll get into today's episode. Let's begin this process where all content ideas begin, which is the idea phase, getting inspired, coming up with what it is that you're even going to post about in the first place. And I think it's important to say from the very beginning of today's episode that while a lot of this can be done with AI, and AI is a really, really powerful tool for automating and systematizing parts of your workflow, and it can really speed up parts of your process, there are some things that I think you cannot or maybe should not try to replace with AI. And I think that your own personality, your own preferences, your own taste are things that you should not try to replace with AI. Because the reality is, as it currently stands, AI is just not as creative as us humans are. And one of my favorite analogies that I recently heard about this topic was about smartphones prior to the iPhone coming out. If you remember back in the mid-2000s, before the first iPhone launched, phones were getting smaller and smaller and smaller. I remember I had this one phone called a Samsung Juke that was about the same size as a kitchen butter knife. But then in 2008, the iPhone came out, and ever since then, it seems like phones have been getting bigger and bigger and bigger until recently where they've been kind of getting a little bit smaller, but for the most part, for the last decade plus, they've been getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But if you could wave a magic wand and have access to ChatGPT or Claude back in 2007, before that first iPhone came out, and asked it to be creative and come up with the next phone, it would probably just come up with another phone that was even smaller than the Samsung Juke. I think that humans are far more creative than AI, and they're able to see the bigger picture and see, hey, phones keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So what if we flip the script and started making them bigger, and that would really grab people's attention and revolutionize the market? But I digress. Enough talking about smartphone sizes. I say all of this to just say that it's your own taste as you scroll through your feed that is going to allow you to be uniquely inspired, deciding what it is that you want to create. Of course, sometimes ideas just strike me while I'm in the shower or sitting at a red light or on a walk or reading a book or listening to a podcast. But more often than not, the inspiration for my content comes from what I'm seeing other content creators make. I'm seeing a great idea from the fitness niche and I'm thinking, how could I apply that to Instagram coaching? Or I'm seeing a snowboarding video and I'm thinking, that was a great hook. How could I fit that into my niche? Or even I'm seeing one of my competitors who's also in my niche making a post and I'm thinking, hey, what are my tips for that topic? How could I teach that thing that they're trying to teach? And so the first thing that I'm going to recommend you do, and I guess this is even before step 1 of getting into Claude, is I want you to create a public saved folder on Instagram or a public saved collection on TikTok. And I should actually pause right here and say it has to be public if you want Claude to easily be able to access it at any time. Of course, the downside there is that anyone else on the internet, anyone else on Instagram or TikTok can find this saved folder. If you make it private, then basically you just have to make sure that Claude has access to that, let's say, Instagram account and is logged in and can control your browser in order to get to that private saved folder. But basically create a saved folder or a saved collection where you will begin storing post ideas so that from now on, as you're scrolling through your feed, as you're getting inspired, as you're seeing posts that you want to remake or a great format that you want to use as inspiration, save them to this folder. And now let's get into step 1 where we're actually going to start using Claude. Step number 1 is to have Claude Cowork collect, analyze, and summarize the ideas that you're saving into this post ideas folder. And in order to do this, there are 3 options. Option number 1 requires the most effort on your part, but it's free. Option number 2 is the most expensive, but requires the least effort on your part. And option number 3 is the one that's probably the most technical. It might cost a little bit. It's kind of a mixed bag. Option number 1, the free option that's a little bit more work, is downloading each of the videos that is in that folder. If you're on Instagram, you could use a site like reelsvideo.io in order to download the reel right off of Instagram, and then you can upload the file into Claude, and that gives Claude the ability to analyze the content. Option number 2 is to use a tool like Poppy, which is the first additional tool that I'm going to recommend for you today, which does cost money, but the benefit is that it has the ability to analyze content for you. So Claude can essentially drive Poppy or use Poppy as its tool, as its eyeballs in order to analyze content. So yes, that one costs money, but it doesn't cost as much time. And then option number 3 is to use a proprietary or custom-built code that allows Claude to basically see your content. And there's a few of these that are floating around on the internet. I haven't really used any myself, and so there's none that I'm going to recommend. The way that I prefer to go about this is to use Poppy AI as the eyeballs for my Claude. But that's because I really value the time, energy, and effort saved by allowing Claude to run Poppy for me instead of having to download each reel. The other reason that I like to use Poppy AI is that I can have Claude Cowork do this on an automated schedule. So let's say once a week, it can go to this saved folder on my Instagram. It can grab the links to each of those reels that I have saved. It can put the links to all of those reels into Poppy, and then Poppy can analyze them all for me. And it's doing all this while I sleep. But then once you've either downloaded all of the videos and had Claude analyze them, or had Claude put them all into Poppy AI in order to analyze them, that brings us to step 2, which is the actual script writing process. And of course, this is what most people are using generative AI for already, writing the actual scripts for your content. But the problem is most people are getting cookie cutter, lame, boring, repetitive sounding, clearly AI generated scripts because their prompts suck. Or if they do have really good prompts, they are only as good as their prompts are. And so they're constantly having to refine and tweak and improve their prompts. But with the workflow that I'm setting up for you right now, you don't have to do that work yourself. You can instead let the ideas, let the inspiration, let the posts that other people have made inspire and inform your prompting, if you will. Or I guess more accurately to say, they inspire and inform the scripts and the outlines and the ideas that Claude is coming up with for you. So the exact steps of the workflow that I use is that once a day, Claude Cowork opens the saved folder that I have on my Instagram. It then goes through and collects any new links that have been added within the last 24 hours. Then it pastes those links into my Poppy board and connects all of them to a singular unified chat. This chat is an AI chat inside Poppy that, yes, runs on Claude as well. And that Claude AI window inside of Poppy is using all of those links to inform its output. And you can customize this prompt however you like, but mine essentially says, use these ideas to come up with scripts, outlines, and post ideas that fit for my niche. And then I have a really detailed document explaining what my niche is, who my ideal follower or customer is, and the kinds of things that I post about. And then the prompt simply ends by saying, pay careful attention to the style, format, pace, and visual content, not just the words being said. Because oftentimes AI is going to go with the lazy route and just take the transcription of the video and then base your script off of their script. And you don't want that. You want the actual content to be analyzed. You want what's on the screen to be analyzed. You want the format or the style to be analyzed, because it's oftentimes those things that make posts go viral, not just the scripts or the words being said. But again, all this is being done for me while I sleep, so that when I wake up each morning, I have an entire list of content ideas that are specific for me and yet inspired by the post that inspired me the day before. Back in 2016, when I started my first real online business, I remember that my head was filled with so many what ifs. What if no one buys this? What if I'm an imposter? What if there's no market? What if I can't sell? What if this is all just a big waste of time and I'm just banging my head against the wall? But what I wish someone told me back then is, just like you can imagine all the negative what ifs, there are just as many, if not more, positive what ifs. What if this works out? What if this is my breakthrough? What if this is what sets me financially free? And thanks to one of today's sponsors, Shopify, it's easier than ever to turn those positive what ifs into reality. Shopify is the e-commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world, and it now represents about 10% of the entire e-commerce market in the US. From some of the most famous and well-known brands in the world, like Gymshark, to solopreneurs, Shopify has you covered. Shopify helps you get the word out about your e-commerce business as if you had an entire marketing team behind you. It easily helps you create email and social campaigns so that you can attract customers wherever they're scrolling. And if you ever get stuck, Shopify has 24/7 round-the-clock award-winning customer support. That way, you can tackle the important tasks from inventory to payments to analytics all in one place. No need to bookmark multiple websites and sign up for multiple tools. You can do it all in Shopify. It makes your life easier and it makes your business operations run smoother. It's time to turn those what ifs into with Shopify today. Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/tribe. Go to shopify.com/tribe. That's shopify.com/TRIBE. This brings us to step number 3, which is going to take us out of Claude and into the real world, where you as a human being are going to read through these scripts and these ideas and these outlines, and you're going to use your own personality, your own taste, and your own preferences to pick out the ones that you like and to reformat them, to rescript them, to change words, to say things how you actually would, because even the best AI prompt is not going to be perfect. Now, if you really wanted to get advanced, you could theoretically take your rewritten scripts or your modified outputs, give them back to Claude within this Poppy window and tell it to learn from the changes that you made. That's only for those of you who really want to go above and beyond and get an A+. But also part of step 3 is to actually create the content. I am not a fan of AI clones. I am not a fan of AI robot generated fake people who are replacing real people. That's not my thing. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that. That is a firm line that I've drawn in the sand that I will not cross. And so you could, I guess like everyone, it's up to you what you want to do. You could theoretically create an AI clone and have it record these or recreate these reels for you, but that's not what I recommend. What I would recommend is that once you pick out the ideas that you like, once you pick out the scripts and the outlines that you actually prefer, that you then go and record them yourself. You got to do the work of actually sitting your butt down, hitting record on that camera and saying what you got to say. But then we can go back into Claude for step number 4, the actual editing process. And this one is so flipping cool unless you are a short form video editor, because Claude Code just killed video editors. Now, that's definitely a sensationalized thing to say, and there's definitely still a market for being a video editor, and video editors can definitely still enhance content, and they definitely still have unique taste and personality. I'm not getting rid of my video editors, but for basic content or for basic edits, you can have it done for you automatically using Claude Code and a very easy to use plugin called Remotion that's so easy to use, you actually don't even have to use it. Claude Code will use it for you. This is 100% not sponsored in any way. All you have to do is go to remotion.dev and copy that code that's right there on their homepage and then paste that into Claude Code. And it will ask you a few questions and go through a few prompts to get authorization in order to use Remotion. But then what you're able to do is tell Claude Code to access any file or files, basically the raw videos from that reel that you just filmed, and tell it what you want the final output to look like. In an experiment, when I was first setting all this up, I had my Claude Code with Remotion edit a reel that was very technically complex, like a reel that if I was going to ask a human editor to edit would probably require multiple paragraphs of explanation. And in fact, I wrote out multiple paragraphs of explanation that I was planning on giving to my human editor. But again, as an experiment, I was like, what if I gave this to Claude Code and saw what it could do using Remotion? And it did a pretty dang good job. Is it perfect? No. It did make a few mistakes and I corrected them, again, writing Claude Code, and it fixed them and made a pretty good final output. Now, all I have to do is a few minor tweaks, a few minor adjustments to put the final polishing touches on it, and it's ready to go. But if you're doing a yapping video or a more simple talking head video or a B-roll reel or a split screen or really any other kind of reel that isn't some complex advanced format, Remotion and Claude Code could definitely handle the editing for you. And then once the editing's done, you're almost at the finish line. You're almost done with this process. Step number 5 is to have Claude write the caption and schedule it for you. Now, you could just upload the file to normal Claude and have it write a caption for you based off whatever prompt or whatever instructions you give it. Or you could have Claude Cowork write that caption for you, and then with your approval, or I guess theoretically without your approval if you wanted to give it that much control, I wouldn't give it that much control, but regardless, once it writes the caption for you, it could even drive, aka control, a scheduling tool like Metricool or Later or Hootsuite or whatever scheduling tool you use, and then schedule the post for you, paste in the caption that it wrote, and pick a time and date optimized based off the instructions you give it. So basically, throughout this entire process, you as a human are required for getting initially inspired, using your taste and preferences to decide which of these inspired ideas you're actually going to move forward with. Step number 3, of course, you got to film it yourself. And then from there, the rest of the process is really just instructions and approvals, giving instructions for the edit, approving the edit, giving instructions for the caption, approving the caption. And a lot of this is something that you don't have to do over and over again because Claude can learn from you, learn from those instructions, and remember them for future runs of this task. And like I said at the very beginning, the best part of all is that you do not have to know how to code. I would actually argue you don't even have to know how to set any of this up. You can ask Claude, how do I set this up? You could give it the transcript of today's episode and tell it that this is the program, this is the automation, this is the workflow that you want to build. And it could then walk you step by step through either doing these things and setting it up itself or having you intervene if there are a few moments here or there where you maybe need to intervene. In fact, me with zero coding experience, zero software experience, had Claude build all of this for me and work out this entire workflow while I was having lunch in my backyard with my parrot Yuki. I was enjoying some Park City summer sunshine and Claude Cowork was building this for me. Thank you so much for watching today, and as always, happy networking.